Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back for another Wednesday edition of Wednesdays with Walker. I'm your host, Nick. We're here again with
Walker.
Oh, that's Edgar. Yeah.
And this is going to be our last official Wednesdays with Walker.
This is our last official Wednesdays with Walker. We tried to kill Walker. We did our best, but we only got his eye. Walker got into a little bit of a fight with a snowbank. Is that the best way to say it?
Yeah,
a little bit of disagreement with the mountain.
And my sunglasses shoved in my face.
Walker thrashes. He shreds.
Yeah, no one knew that.
Hope everyone had a good Christmas. We got some wonderful things for Christmas here in the studio. We got some new audio equipment, so we should be sounding a little better as we broadcast, as well as a little bit of different things in the back end to help our producer Charles keep making these videos great for you. So be sure to keep tuning in and interact with us. Let us know what you'd like to see on these Wednesdays with Walker. On this episode, though, we're going to go through a little bit of what we have to look forward to in 2018, and then take a few questions. Talk about a few of the contest submissions we had with the Muse giveaway.
Watch some of their videos.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we'll go over some of the things at the end, like our new weekly contest, and hopefully we'll get someone to challenge Walker with a really interesting project, something big, something challenging. You have to excuse us, we're a little dirty. We were just out making our booth for the FETSI show in Orlando, Florida. If you're in the Florida region, especially in the Orlando region, and an educator, be sure to check out the largest education showcase for it's huge. It's all the technology, STEM-based things for educators. We'll be there, FETSI in Orlando. If you're in the area or an educator already going, make sure you check out our booth. We're number 404 in the main exhibit hall. You won't be able to miss us. Make sure you come see us. Okay, so first topic, right? Let's go right into the what do we got here? Okay, so next year, big improvements coming across the board. So from hobby to pro to metal cutting series, we have improvements coming all the way across. I guess we can start with the hobby right away. So as you know, we sent out a small upgrade that is a preventative measure to make sure that there's no issues with power cycling with your Muse. If you bought your Muse before November 15th, you probably would have received in the mail a little piece like this with some instructions that look a lot like this. It's a little bag with a couple other things in it, and basically inside your Muse lives this little control board. It's a real simple process. You're basically going to unplug this USB port, plug it into the new port, and just port power through a different spot. It's a really easy fix, and it just is going to correct a lot of those issues people are having with power cycling and when they were turning on and off the Muse very quickly before it was able to power up.
It takes a couple minutes.
Yeah, I think we did it in under 5 minutes. It's really easy to do. The link's down below right here. If you haven't gotten the email or you haven't, for some reason haven't gotten the mail, make sure you just give us a call and contact, and we'll get that out to you immediately. Next big thing for the hobby series, which I think is even more exciting than the fix, is we have an accessory coming out for the Muse called the Cool Box. Ooh. Now, what the Cool Box is going to do is going to replace the chiller and the air compressor that usually live outside the unit and put it in this nice, easy compartment right here. Now, what this has is your purified water inside as well as your air compressor, and it has a communication cable as well as a power cable. So when you get it for a pre-existing Muse, you'll also get a new side panel, which will have a little cable adapter on it. You'll plug this cable adapter in, and it'll automatically, cue the on and off switches for your water pump and air pump. It's a great addition to the line for the hobby series. It's available for Muse and 5S, for the hobby series and Muse as well. It's a great addition. It's really going to make things a lot more simple if you don't have a chiller. That will be the standard, and Muse ordering in the future really eliminates the water bucket.
It's very like a pro upgrade.
Absolutely, and I think that was really the dream the engineers had with the designing the Muse, was having a hobby laser that would withstand the use of a pro user, which really, I mean, this Muse we've had in here since January, if it's almost been in here a year, and we've had, people have had a couple issues, don't get me wrong, like this is not a perfect machine, but ours has ran like a tank non-stop, and the few issues we've had, we've addressed head on, and Muse, for the most part, for the last 4 or 5 months, has been operating at peak performance. We're really proud of it. Moving on to the Pro Series, and this kind of affects both. We'll have an RE3 release in a beta version for Muse users to practice with this week, which is really exciting.
This week?
Absolutely. Phil just told me today that we'll probably get it out tomorrow, if not Friday. So look forward to that. RE2 won't change too much, just a few bug fixes, a few things that make it a little more efficient. But there'll be a button on RE2 they'll be able to click and bounce right over. And you've been using RE3 for a while, huh? What do you think?
I love it. The workflow is awesome. I'm sure Dave McGee's gonna love that.
Excellent. The as a designer though, you design mostly outside the software. The big ad is the design concept. What do you love it though, even though you don't design inside the software? Why do you like it more?
So I love it because if I mess up on a design, I can change it right there and then. I don't have to go change it again, save it as PDF, drag and drop it in again. I can copy and paste anything I want, delete, single nodes, and manipulate everything like it is a design software.
That's awesome. The thing I noticed too is it's great being able to copy and paste and set up a large job. If you're going to run maybe 3 or 4 rasters on a single piece and then cut them all out, to be able to set them all up at once or copy and paste a few of them and line them up, it just makes it so much easier. There's the locking of the objects, centering of the objects.
Yeah, the grid's nice.
Yeah, the grid's so nice, absolutely. So that's going to be coming out for Muse, and what's really exciting is Pro machines will be sold with new control boards and new LCD screens, which we highlighted a little bit our last show, and RE3 will be available for that too. So we're talking from hobbyist to pro for users. We'll be able to use Macs PCs on this great new RE3 laser control software. And we don't say this lightly. RE3 will really change the way laser control software is looked at industry-wide. From even on the high end of things with Trotec and Epilogue, people will take notice.
Completely different.
It really changes the game as far as laser control and really software in general. With
it opens up avenues. So where before we had RE1 that you could use anything, design software, print it over, and now you can just design right from there. Just connect to your network and work remotely, which is really cool.
Absolutely. Muse is going to get an update in 2018 as well, actually. So just a year after our release, a second version of Muse with a updated autofocus head will be released, which will perform autofocus capabilities before the job's reign and be able to do multiple autofocus points on the bed. It'll be as seamless as capturing the workspace. It's a really great addition. It's got a plunger type head. The engineering on it is just brilliant. I'm really excited to have that as an addition to the Muse 2. So Muse will get a little bit of a cosmetic change too, just a touch of a different look, different color, a little bit of updates on a few of the things that we noticed gave issues to a few customers. But like always, engineering and research and development at the forefront of full spectrum laser. Many of you had given compliments, but more so we take all the criticism and all the suggestions and we put them into a nice big pot and we figure out, okay, what can we make possible on this next edition? And we push to do as much as possible. And I think it really shows with this next version of Muse coming out here this year. And then, like I said, we had that the prevention kit going out for the issues we're coming up with Muse. Again, this is only affected by a few dozen people over the hundreds that went out last year, and we just want to make sure it doesn't happen to anyone else, and we especially wanted to make sure it got out to everyone before any kind of warranties were up or any type of things happened like that. We wanted to make sure the machine was in good working order before anything like that happened, so make sure if you didn't get that, you contact us right away. Looks like, do we have a question coming in? Is that what's going on? Oh. Oh, nope, still
negative.
Nope, still no. If you've got a question out there, guys, please, by all means, tap in. So I guess we'll roll into our Muse giveaway. Now, we'll have our winners on in a couple weeks after they get their Muse at the SEMO Edvolution Center. Congratulations to Heath and the team there for making such a great video and sending it in. We had so many great entries, though, for the contest that we wanted to share a little bit more with those people. We actually found someone in the mix of everything that we're going to sponsor with the Muse and watch them start their own shop and document their whole process. It's actually really exciting. So, Cindy Garcia, congratulations.
Hi, my
this
name
is her
is
video
Cindy,
right here.
and I love to make things.
Really incredible. I'll be quiet.
I first learned about laser cutting in college, where I recently graduated with an enormous amount of debt. Ever since, I've dreamed about owning my own Muse and starting a small business. If I was lucky enough to own one of these amazing machines, there's no limit to what I could make. I would make things such as shoes, handbags, notebooks, cake stands, cake toppers, and even cakes. Modern lamps, Christmas trees, shelving.
So there it is. I mean, Cindy has made an amazing video. She's going to make some more videos for us this year. She explores and experiments with me. So congratulations to Cindy Garcia. The adjacent round of applause. Yay, everybody! That's right. So maybe not the what we call quote-unquote winner, but still a winner in our eyes.
And the chandelier.
I mean, still a win. I mean, that's kind of how we do things here. A lot of
and
people have a
engraved
misconception that
notebooks.
maybe we don't look out for...
Please help me in making my dream
Sorry.
become
I think a plane
reality.
just crashed into our
Yeah,
building,
look
but
out
we'll
for
look
us.
into it.
And if
But,
you
yeah, we
do,
gotta look out for,
You can
for
follow
just the
all
air
of my
traffic.
projects on
But,
social media
Cindy was just
as I
too
share with you
deserving and,
all of the
made
things
such a
that
great
Muse
submission
can make.
that, we're just going to
you.
help her out this year and see what she can do with that Muse.
Hi.
We had another great submission, though, that came all the way from Lithuania. And while we can't get a Muse out to this contest submission, we want you guys to check out a little bit of his video here. And we're actually going to make this project for, what's his name again, Ruben?
Hi.
Sorry, there's
My name is
Renars Vilnius. So sorry, Renars.
live
He made
in
such a
Riga,
great video.
Latvia.
Here he's up in the Netherlands.
I love
and,
cycling and I create websites.
Great video.
I like my things to be organized. And this is what I have been working on for the last couple of months. I want to create software-generated 3D art which you can place on the wall. I have tried cutting the material with a hacksaw, a rotary tool, but the results are either imprecise or too slow, as I would like to have. A laser cutter would be an ideal tool for this. Please help me fulfill my goal. Thanks.
So many layers. Oh! This was too funny not to take
Hi.
notice to. I mean,
My name is
he
Ren.
did such a great video.
live in
We
Riga,
are going to help him
Latvia.
out with this project, though, and we're
I
going
love
to reach out
cycling.
to him, get the file,
And I
and
create
we're actually going to
websites.
make this project.
I like my things to be
I mean,
organized.
I feel for the guy.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
mean, who hasn't been there as a maker and then like just sitting there chisel is the
Chisel-
worst.
and-
Before I even knew what lasers were,
Yeah.
like I had no idea you could do something.
yeah, that
like
was the worst. Absolutely. So we're actually going to do a great little build with him, reach out, grab that file, and then make it, assemble it here on one of our build, and ship it out to Europe, see what he thinks, and go from there. We've also put him in contact with a few maker spaces in his area that have full spectrum lasers, so hopefully he'll be making lasers here really, really soon. What else we got? Weekly contest. So we have, in addition to a weekly contest, once a month, we're going to also give away these great full spectrum laser hoodies. I don't know if you've seen these bad boys, but we have new hoodies, full spectrum laser. Very nice. They're very soft. These- oh, they are so good. But we'll be giving one of these away this month to a lucky contest winner. So make sure you're checking out our Facebook, social media, and other things to.
So that's what they win now.
Well, no, just one of the weeks will be a hoodie. So we'll
Okay.
still be giving away lenses, we'll still be giving away gift cards, we'll still be doing other things like that. But one of the additional prizes is that one lucky winner will also get a
cool.
hoodie on top of it. How good a deal is that?
That's
I
awesome.
mean, lens and a hoodie.
I just got one.
Yeah,
I've been here 3 years.
Okay, what else do we got? Oh, we always have the survey. So here's how we do get better. Here's how our machines get better, our processes get better, our tech support gets better, our sales team gets better, how we get better as marketers. Take our survey. It takes about 5 minutes, and when you take the survey, you enter to win a free laser tube. So if you have a 90-watt tube, you have a 120-watt tube, you get a free tube, man. Like, fill out the survey, get in that contest. That's a great thing to win. So if you have something to say, good, bad, indifferent, really we're looking for constructive feedback. So like, be constructive. If you just say, full spectrum laser, you stink. Okay, but why? What smells? Is it the pits? Is it his breath? Like what part stinks?
Probably
Like
both.
probably all of the above. We won't ask that question because we want to set ourselves up. What else do we have though? So the 1 hour build, Walker needs a challenge, man. What are you thinking you're gonna make this week?
Well, I'm making the eye patch.
That's a great idea. Okay, you're gonna show people how to make the eye patch.
Yeah. I just, I needed it.
So
Should I-
underneath the eye patch is pretty bad, guys. We won't show you, but
I kind of want to
what-
show them though.
do you want? Let's. We're not rated for that. I don't think.
All
I
right.
think they don't have an NC-17 rating. But what's the logo there on your patch? It's pretty cool.
It's from my favorite anime.
What's that favorite?
It's a bad guy, Full Metal Alchemist.
Very cool. It's
Very
very
nerd out right now.
little nerdy, but very cool. But just like that, you can see that Walker this morning was a little. He was worried about maybe going on and scaring people with the condition of his eye because it looks.
I look cool, man.
It looks very cool for a snowboarder. Also, kind of looks like he was a boxer and was on the bad end of a fight. So
Happy.
it happens. With that said, he needed an eye patch, and did we go buy an eye patch?
No, we made.
No, we made an eye patch because
Why
we have
not?
lasers. Why do anything else? So we still have some open box sale opportunities with Muse and some of our Pro Series. So if you're looking for that kind of special deal, something, It's a little past the holidays. Don't mind that though. Just give our sales team a call.
Still a gift.
If you're trying to get into a laser, we'll figure out a way. Just give us a call, and the worst that's going to happen is you're going to figure out that we have great deals and great products, and come back and see us when you're ready. Other than that, what do we have going on as far as this challenge for Walker? How are we going to get people? Like, what's something big you think you can make? If we don't get a challenge, what's something you think you could do?
Essentially anything.
What about like a 6-foot-tall mock-up of like the Las Vegas sign?
That'd be cool.
That'd be kind of neat. We have a bunch of cool acrylic, like they have all these acrylic pieces from Romark. I bet we could give our friends there in Findlay, Ohio, the fine folks at Romark, and like you see, so many different plastic options. You get a few of these when you get your Muse, you get a couple of these in your sample pack, but I bet with these objects we could probably get a pretty good sign made. Yeah. So maybe that's what we'll try to do.
Lights and everything?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Gotta do lights. We're also going to highlight next week and show off a little bit of our dirigible that we made for Maker Faire for San Diego this year. If you hadn't seen it, if you didn't see it coming out, it is an enormous. It's bigger than both of us right here. It's
bigger than Nick's head.
Which is, it's most of the screen. So it's wow. Either way, we're going to show a little bit on the process, how we made that, the design process. Walker and I spent a couple of weeks on it. We probably spent half a day for 2 full weeks making that thing, and then maybe a few more days on details.
And then only a couple of people saw it.
Oh, that's not. Oh, come on. Thousands of people saw it in San Diego. We actually had a great Maker Faire in San Diego. If you haven't been to that one, it's called, which park is that? Balboa Park.
Yeah,
it's amazing. Yeah, if you've never been to Balboa Park, even if it's not for Maker Faire, make sure you check it out. It's where SeaWorld is, and I think the zoo's in that park.
This is cool.
Those aren't for me, but the park itself is incredible. Like the Air and Space Museum's there. They have a Natural Science Museum. It's really incredible. So I think that's it for this week's show. I think it's a little bit shorter than normal. Again, our last quote-unquote Wednesdays with Walker. We'll have a new exciting name for you next week, which should be...
Well, we kind of realized, what if I bashed both my eyes?
And if Walker couldn't go, we couldn't have Wednesdays with Walker. We would just have a Wednesday with who? So we'll get a new name out here, and we'll figure this out so we have no conundrums with wordings in the future. But until next time, I'm Nick. This is Walker.
Keep making.
All right, we'll see you then.